and the Outsiders Inferno as picked by the Outsiders, who are off to the T side to kick things off. JKS already spotting info down middle in the pistol round, and they're charging straight up the brackets here.
It's very quick, but that flash might have just halted them for a moment. With this sort of crossfire, this is looking solid.
Two players spotted crossing, taps forward to those USPs. Monesty can get one decent kill, peeking in the left and right alongside woxic, providing a bit of support. Great headshots coming in from that USP, who can double up. A 4 versus 3. Bomb dropped in the open. Norva's going to get caught off as Monesty lands a triple, and Kicker is left alone.
Just for a moment, felt like Outsiders had done enough on that initial stance out towards brackets, the molly going towards the left-hand side of Porch. They force out the early 1-for-1, but not being able to drive Monesty out of that cubby quarter towards long. So much damage being pounded down onto the T side. And now for Kicker, he's got the bomb on his back, but there's players everywhere.
And 60 seconds to play with to try and get back into the site, get a bomb plant. Unlikely he makes it work at this stage. He'll try prod out towards this arch position, but being wrapped in by woxic should allow a decent kill to come through. Effective individual in this exchange, so Flit needs to do some heavy lifting. And look at the backstab inbound from Niko. Detecting, nice pulled out for both players. Oh, James just barely escapes with his life and tries to lock out position, but refaces to his demise.
Flit doing his best to try and bring the numbers back, but just not to be. Great starts there out towards Banana with that util placement, the double HE towards Logs, dealing with Fame, and then that crossfire.
Yeah, very successful bonus there. And should be aware of Outsiders' buy potential. Upgrade pistols inbound for round 4. See the grenade stacks of the smokes coming out. Already one player facing with a sprays. The incendiaries come down, and Fame takes out his own teammate in the exchange with flash assist from another teammate at the same time. Not a great start for Outsiders here.
A little bit unfortunate, that counter.
Face, you've got JKS held out towards Mini Pit. Hunter into the bomb site itself. Monesty's orb still there to support, see several players as JKS locks out a kill, and Monesty slowly walks around the corner to get a headshot on Kicker. A tag on towards 1. Jane will hold 1 decent trade, but needs 4 more, and he'll get... Again, back at the major, that was a G2 victory. Engagement from Jame at least can catch off Niko, get something back in this round of 4-on-4. Low HP for him, though. They haven't gotten out unscathed here, and the nades will do even more by woxic, trying to stall them, and the smokes come in towards Cross, swing out ahead of the Molotov. woxic's burning. He's not aware of his surroundings, and Norbert gets the kill from beyond the wall. The boost will take time to set up here at Flower Pots. Norbert has crossed with the bomb. Spray through from Hunter. Can take it back to a 3 versus 3 situation. Fame's low, but so to get prioritized here. 20 seconds. Get the money at least, boys. Flit down. Kicker out in the open, just giving up these kills. And they aren't even getting a look in these rounds, let alone the plants. It's 8-0 for G2, and I think Outsiders need to change their whole game up like that. Everybody else here flashes in, smokes down. T trying to go real quick into the bomb site. JKS isn't called by any of those flashes. At least Norbert can trade. Gap in that smoke, which they can spam down woxic with, so an advantage gained here by the Outsiders. Jane playing right up close and personal, though. Needs to turn that orb into the site and deal with Hunter.
I like this. Man advantage and map control towards Banana. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Outsiders have got really so many options to split in towards B, to slow it down, allow an overpeak. The only concern is the HP numbers, because there are quite a few players that are tagged up here.
I'm starting to rotate back. Monesty's orb not rotating himself, was thinking about potentially going back towards Speedway just in case. He is starting to fall away, though. The timing's right for him.
He's got some nades, both an incendiary and a smoke to try and slow this entire round down. 40 seconds now.
Teams have smokes of their own. They've got to use at least one of them to get towards that cross. Again, the timer running so low for the Outsiders. 30 seconds left, and now a second player has joined them. Hold the defensive line against the incoming incendiary. Smokes will come back. Flashbang forward, Niko. They're going to go in for a ballsy move. Flashed in by Monesty instead. Sees nothing, and Smoke will start to clear though, and all will reveal itself. Transfer doesn't quite work out for him. He will get traded back. Advantage still maintained here by the T side. Norman's got to go for that bomb plant here. Down over at the coffins, and Monesty will not get a chance to deny it. No scope isn't going to work in that case, my friend. That is the first bomb plant in this matchup for the Outsiders here.
This retake could still be on. Think about the assistance in from Hunter. Modesty peeking with the orb, deals with Norbert.
That's the first. Sees the second man as well. Jane better not peek. That would lead to death. That would lead to Outsiders conceding another round, but Hunter forces the kill anyway. Kicker now 17 HP. Head tucked out of dodge, hearing the rotations. Knowing that Monesty's already out there. Needs those headshots real quick. Sees the man. The burst fire doesn't work out. The headshots don't, and Hunter makes it a double. The retake is successful. G2 a 10-0 undefeated.
G2 doing this very much at all in the first half. Early nades down there towards the bottom. They had the AWP to peek. Niko's not seeing anything. Kicking to peek out. Opening man advantage again.
No flash support at all with that peek. Just out dry, easy pickings. niko with his 15th kill of the game, challenging Munacy and usurping Munacy recently to get the kill leader on the board. hoxi locks up the long control, Fame down, Norbert. Another dry face, shoulder was peeked out there. He knows that the man's up the position. hoxi expecting no flash, and again they'll lose the fight for it. They had one push back into brackets. Flit left alone towards the apartments alongside James Orp. Can't really move here.
Actually wouldn't mind a save here for outsiders. Nothing has presented itself. No one's over peeking. It's been a lack of even picks towards A. Just, there's nothing coming for you at all. Just hold these last couple of players, I reckon.
That's Flit falling anyway. And Jane was thinking of grabbing that bomb, rotating to the marker. Fame out the gate, does tank some damage. Munacy grabs that AWP, turns it in on Flit. Norbert falls to the advantage to the favour of G2, but both players on his site are low. Backup's quick to the scene though. Ned's kicker finding Hunter. Munacy still on the site, taking shots, will be exposing. Kick up through the smoke, brings it back to outsiders' line.
Smoke off towards Moto. The Cheese have got to make a very tough decision whether they keep looking towards a boost. And niko's going to try boost up over the top of Moto. Deals with the first of Jame at least.
It's an all-important frag back 2-on-2 situation. Flashes in to allow Fame to get back into mini pit. They won't know. niko trying to hunt for the info, jump facing. And we'll look around towards brackets in case there is a flank play. Incendiary sent down as hoxi sees the head. Now aware of one. Is he aware of that second man? Oh, that nade! Catches one. Is he going to be baited by the second kicker? Just biding his time, hearing the footsteps. Will wait for that bomb to get tapped. niko up at Graveyard will be spotted. Spray through, reveals position. He needs that kill desperately, and niko will not allow it to read. I feel really silly for playing devil's advocate in the idea that this map might be questionable for G2, because it very clearly is not. 3 rounds to the victory for the T side. They're already into the AP site. Smokes down, kill found. Munacy catching kicker instantly. The rotations are slow. They'll get to position on the CT bases. The backstab less so. The plant's already come down.
They still got further util, still got a couple of nades to come on the back of JKS, and for Norbert, he's desperate to get any sort of pick back here for construction.
Fame's been seen, information being given up. Norbert trying to act his way forward, sees the vertical crossfire and gets pushed in by it. Jane, desperate, needs a kill. Munacy and hoxi will offer it up to him actually. 3-on-3, chance brought back by the outsiders. Need one of those kits, and I don't think there's one in play. Flit caught out now. Jane on the center of the site, needs his backup, but JKS goes for the double, and James got no way in. niko puts him out of commission. In the corner, Munacy, the forward man, only seeing so much. Outsiders, so much more passive this time.
Kick it, just trying to jiggle down onto the angle, deal with niko on the first contact, spread out a little bit wider. Does at least spot some information. G2 don't have to commit off the back of this though.
Looks like they're going to do so anyway. Smokes the Coffins and cross, flashes at the ready, push over towards the CT spawn. niko, first man into the site kicker. Deagle does nothing. 2 left. Got Flit in out towards CT. Bomb coming down. Knife pulled out for James. JKS hears him. That's an easy frag. And then there's one more to gain to close it out in an effective 16-2 that would put the outsiders in a much worse position than when they